and Dialogue drive-through. We're super excited to have Christine Sterling and Lauren Thomas with ImageCraft here with us this morning to give us a really fantastic presentation of all the amazing things that they do. So,
and Ken Appel and Lisa Perkins are here also.
I'm here.
Oh, there's Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
I miss you, Cindy.
She just ran away.
Okay. So girls, thank you again for being our first drive-through series presenters. And with that, I think you guys should just take it away.
All right, no pressure being the first people to present. It's a little nerve-wracking, but we'll get through it. I'm joking. No, we're really excited to be here. We were going to have a Donuts and Dialogue at our location, but unfortunately, COVID hit. So we're going to do it virtually. So hopefully we're going to do something this summer, I'm hoping. And we're going to probably have an open house as well to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what we do and how we can help you guys in your business. I'm not sure. I know you guys have seen me for a little bit. Last year or so, I've been going to meetings. Lauren just started with us the week before COVID hit. And then she comes to us by the way of Montroy, who sold supplies. And then we have Ken. I'm sure you guys seen him at some of the events as well. And then I'm sure you guys all know Lisa Perkins, who's been with Phoenix Art Group forever. And so if you guys, a little history real quick, I know I'll probably jump a little bit. So Phoenix Art Group, they represented artists, and then ImageCraft was doing the printing of the G clays and the embellishing and now the framing. So when they decided to basically close up, it was just a natural thing that ImageCraft kind of took that over. And so we're doing the same thing with them. Lisa represents the artists, and then we still do the G clays and the embellishing and the framing too. So Phoenix Art Group's technically still here. We still have the catalog of 12,000 images. So just to let you guys know that a lot of people are, oh, I didn't know you guys were still there. So yes, we still are. So a little info about ImageCraft. We started in 1979. We started off as producing photographs. And then it just kind of segued into a large and grand format printers. So most of our business is custom. Everything we do is custom because, you know, we have to gear it towards our clients. We do a lot of digital wallpaper, which is shocking to a lot of people. They're like, oh my God, you do wallpaper. Yes, we do. We do fabric. So you can see my backdrop is a dye sublimated fabric. So we do print on fabric. We just got with a major pillow company. So we're doing the fabric. We're printing on the fabric for this pillow company. So people are surprised to hear that. When they think large format, they think signage. So there's a lot of things that we do. And you know, Leanne and Susan have all taken the tour, and others of our shop, and they're just shocked when they go through it, like, wow, you do all this? And it kind of opens up the mind of what you guys can do with your clients, and then how you guys can incorporate that into your design elements. So it's not just the art and the images, but it's other aspects too. I mean, we also print on carpet. So it's really endless. So I wanted to share with you guys, but does anyone have any questions or want to know anything else about ImageCraft before I go into our, I have a little demonstration, a little flip book to show you.
Christine, I think what we'll do is leave questions until the end.
Okay.
So yeah, I just want to make sure that you have enough time to get through your presentation. Then we'll pepper you with questions afterward. Perfect.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to share my screen real quick, and I'm going to show you guys our flip book. Now, can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Good.
So just a little bit about who we are. A lot of our clients are retail, interior designers, architects, hospitality, healthcare, and corporate marketing professionals. So it's great because we're really so diverse. So we don't sell just to one industry. We sell to a lot of industries. which is really exciting. Whoop, did that just get lost? Sorry about that. So here's a little picture of the girls doing the hand embellishing.
Join the meeting.
Well, we actually have artists on staff that do all of our hand embellishing. So it's not just someone just saying, oh, this looks nice. They're actually trained. We have custom framing. You can see all the frames in our office. And you can pick out any frame that you want. The digital reproduction. So if you have a piece of art, we can take a picture of that and then we can print it. We have a professional lighting room. So it has a high resolution images and it'll allow us to create the G-Clay quality artworks. You can see some of the artwork here. We have a lot of clients that do the assisted living and senior living facilities. And we will do all the artwork for all that, hospitals, hotels. We also do wallpaper. Here's some of the images of our different framed art. What's really great about ImageCraft too is we can manipulate the color. So let's say you love this print, but you want to pull out this color blue in this pillow and you want to put that in the art. We can do that. We can color match that, which is one great thing about ImageCraft and having the professionals that we have. So we can manipulate any of those colors. So if you, especially if you have a really picky customer and they want to match the drapes and match the pillows, and they want their art to have that same color in there, we can do that. Photography, again, that's where we started. So that's where definitely our strength is in the photography. Art canvas wraps, we can definitely do that. And it's great because you can do the canvas, you can do fabric. This image here is in an airport. We do wall decor and dimensional elements. So this is basically a huge wall graphic, and then we have dimensional letters, so it really makes it pop. Again, another image. The wall murals are wonderful. You can take any of the 12,000 images we have in the Viapaji collection, and we can make that into a wall mural. Again, here's a couple more. This image on this side.
Christine,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me interrupt for just a quick minute. If everybody who's not presenting, if you could put yourself on mute, we're getting a little bit of feedback in the background. Awesome, thank you.
Okay. Here's some more wall murals. This image over here, these are actually acrylic splits. So we actually printed these, it's second surface acrylic. So we print the image and we adhere it to the acrylic, and then they're split. So then they're all hung individually. And obviously if you put them together, it's a beautiful image. So that's something that you can be really, really creative with. You don't have to just be stuck with, a certain size print. You can do pretty much any size. Here's some of the wall-inspired murals. All these images that you see on the back walls, these are all Viapaji prints. These are all Viapaji art, and we can make them large enough to put it right on the walls. You can see it really adds dimension. Obviously you guys know that wallpaper is huge right now. So this just really adds a lot to your rooms. It's really colorful. And then we have fabric graphics, and I'm sure you guys have heard something about acoustic panels. Let me tell you a little bit about what acoustic is. Acoustic is basically, it is a material that helps with the sound. So if you are in a large area with hard floors or tile and it's very loud, you can have an acoustic panel that'll absorb some of that sound. It's really great for restaurants or senior living facilities, any place that's loud. Ballroom, and you can hide it. Like this image here is a fabric image, and then underneath it is an acoustic panel, but you wouldn't know that because it's hidden back here. These menus on this wall are acoustic. So it's a great sound absorber. We have something called SEG, which is silicone edge graphic, basically the print is made on fabric, and you can put it in a frame with the silicone edge, and then behind it you can have the acoustic panel. And what's great about that is I had one interior designer that did it for their theater room for their clients, and they would change that image out for every season of sport. So they'd have a huge image of baseball, and then a huge image of football, and image, of every single sport. So every season they change it out, and it's really great because you can just fold it right up and you can store it away. So it's not this huge image that you have to store. You can actually just fold it because it's on fabric. So the possibilities are endless on here. And actually Ken, who's with ImageCraft, he does a lot of the acoustic. Ken, can you tell him a little bit about the project that you just did? The ones you just sent me pictures of?
Sure. Basically, we're working with the acoustic manufacturer and the architect in a tribal museum and showcase in Oklahoma. And we printed a basket weave pattern of about 15,000 square feet, and it was mounted throughout the ceilings of the hallways and in their big open conference room. And so you looked up to the ceiling, you looked like you were inside of a basket. And it was just a great way to create a neat pattern, a neat ceiling, and it really turned out well.
I mean, what a great idea to put it on the ceiling. Who would think, But that's pretty creative. So the acoustic is huge. It's really growing, especially with, the population getting older and the hearing. And so it really definitely helps. I know I hate it when I go to a restaurant and I cannot talk to my husband because it's so loud. It drives me insane. So I wish more restaurants would use it. I'm like, oh, but it is what it is. Then on this page, we have the fabric graphics, which are, you can use them for trade shows or, just really anywhere. Window graphics are really huge too, especially because the designs nowadays are so contemporary with a lot of glass, the glass conference rooms, glass offices, and you need a little bit of privacy. So this really gears that towards that. So you can have a really cool design and still gives you privacy in your office or the conference room. And it can really obviously be geared towards whatever you guys want. Dimensional signage, we see it everywhere, and I think sometimes we take for granted, how really neat they are and really what it lends to and what it does for just a simple nameplate, how nice it makes it look. So we do a lot of dimensional signage. Menu boards, that's a given. You can do backlit, fabric, the easy change out. So we can do a lot of that. And then exterior building graphics. And I'm sure that you've one time or another been to a Suns game or to a Diamondbacks game. We're the preferred printing partners with them. So we do all the printing for them. So any of the images that you see on the outside of the building or the inside, the images that you take your kids or your grandkids in front of to go take their picture in front of, we print those. The floor graphics, all that. We print everything that you see in those arenas, from the outside flags to, just anything. This was a really neat project with the propeller. Ken, was that one yours? This is awesome. I actually had a chance to see this in person out in Goodyear. I was driving past it, and the colors are so vibrant. I don't know. Can you want to tell us a little bit about that? It's a really, really cool building graphic. It's huge.
So the property owners are rehabilitating a old set of buildings that were there since World War II, and they wanted to dress them up but still bring back that vintage feel of the airplane manufacturing that was done there with Lockheed Martin. So they hired an artist to design some murals for them. This particular one's about 27 feet by 27 feet. We screwed a aluminum frame around the edge of that opening, and then that's actually a stretched billboard material. So it can easily be changed in the future if they want, and it saved them a lot of money from having to paint or do a different process. So this way it's easier to maintain and change out.
It's great because I don't know how long ago it was done, but I just drove past it a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, and the colors were still just incredibly vibrant. Wayfinding signs, we do that as well. And Lauren's going to talk a little bit about a new product that this is great for. Sports and venues, the Cheez-It Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl. Again, a lot of the sporting events that we do. So that's just a light touch of what we do. If you guys ever went to the Paul McCartney concert, we did the guitar that was sitting out front, which is something that's out of the norm. You wouldn't think that, you know, a print company would do that, but we did that. And we did a huge pair of boots for a country concert. So there's, you know, we're pretty creative. So you can come to us and say, hey, can you do this? And we can do just about everything. So I know you guys don't want to hear me continue to talk, so I'm going to turn it over to Lauren here, and she's going to introduce you guys to a new product that we're so excited about. So Lauren, take it away. Oh, there you go.
Okay, so let me share my screen with you. Okay. Oh, that didn't center right, but anyways. So the product that I'm presenting is something that ImageCraft has wanted to have a product like this for quite some time. We thought we really needed something that can withstand the elements and take some abuse. A lot of our products are fabric or canvas, and honestly, they can't be, spaghetti sauce can't be splattered on them, or they can't withstand exterior for as long as this product can. So this is something that is just very versatile. And I'll show you a little bit about it. It's called Chromolux, and right now we're focusing on the metal, although Chromolux can be incorporated with other substrates such as wood and some other things. So what it is it's a dye sublimation process, which we've been doing for quite some time with our fabrics. But now we have a medium of a special type of metal that takes the sublimation process really well, and it's actually a very durable product. So sublimation is where we're actually printing with our high quality, high resolution equipment and inks to a paper, and then we sublimate it to a substrate. And what sublimation does is it actually incorporates itself, it incorporates the ink with gas as a carrier. So it marries itself into the metal and actually takes on the properties of the substrate. So it's definitely a more permanent situation. And because the gases, because our prints are so rich, the colors are super vibrant and you get a lot of color pop. Very deep blacks. The resolution is very sharp because we're actually sublimating from a high resolution print. So we're not at the mercy of pixels and whatnot that other equipment can do. So this is the cutting edge equipment. And then they all have a high gloss finish because, like I said, it takes on the property of the metal. So we carry a high gloss metal. And then the durability is key here. So it's scratch resistant, chemical resistant, climate resistant, so it can take heat, moisture, all the Arizona weather that, that scratches things up and makes ink fade. This will not. And then we have dry erase options too. So lots of choices. We can go up to 4x8. And add that dry erase finish to it. It's antimicrobial, so that allows us to take that, or you guys, to take that into your healthcare facilities, the food safe industries, that type of thing. And then we can create all sorts of shapes and sizes for you. You can use it for signage, you can use it for fine art. And I'll go through everything, some cool examples that we've come up with here. So this is shapes. So you could do circles, triangles, hexagons, you know, whatever shape you want. This is an example of the sharpness and image quality that we can create. It's obviously very, you know, vibrant colors. You can see Christine pointed out the detail of the photographer in the chrome light. So, I mean, it really captures photographs well.
And that one is actually a tabletop, which is really neat. It gives you guys another idea of what else you can do with it. So it's a tabletop. So you don't have to worry about kids picking at it or scratching it off or it fading, or, you know, it'll totally hold up to cleaning.
Yeah. And then just normal everyday household cleaners. You don't have to have a special cleaner, whereas a lot of our graphics or a lot of other graphics that are out there, you know, you can't use Lysol, which is such a hot commodity these days. All right, so just like the acrylic splits, we now offer metal splits. So you get that extra dimension, extra gloss, and we can cut these to sizes for you and create some pretty beautiful arrangements. This is another example of just how high res we can get. I mean, it looks like those leaves are popping off the paper or the metal, because of how you know, the resolution that we're able to achieve. So yeah, these are just other beautiful photographs that we can take that photographer's artistic ability and really kind of highlight what they can do. Just the dimension. So as far as functionality goes, here's some examples. This is a kitchen backsplash. So it can take that grime and grease and dirt and debris, and you can just wipe it away clean and not worry about compromising your inks, because like I said, this print is incorporated into the substrate itself. And then the dry erase properties. So, you know, the pizza party sign is an example of something that people can use on a permanent basis and write their menu items on it and then erase it for the next day. So lots of different markets that can be tapped with this product. This is something we did. So this is one of our clients that I think, Christine, is it True Life, or what is?
This is a major photographer that it's one of our clients. So we did, normally he prints on, it's a photograph, and then we use the True Life acrylic. He does second surface acrylic, but we did this on the Chromolux to see what the difference was between what he normally does and on the metal. And if you can see that like that monkey looks so real, like you want to reach out and just squeeze him. You can see like all the little hairs on. I mean, the detail is just so amazing. And you know, unfortunately, the pictures really don't do it justice. If you see it in person, you're like, oh my gosh, like he looks like he's right there. So we actually just printed this on the Chromolux 4 days ago, I think, and then we took a photograph of it. So, you know, so you're losing a little bit by taking the photograph and then showing it here, but you can definitely see like all the little leaves and the rocks and, you know, just all the detail and how like this rock looks like it's popping off the, you know, the picture. So yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I don't know what you guys think, but I think the quality is pretty amazing.
It's amazing. We do have a couple questions, and I want to leave us a few minutes to get all the questions out. Does the original photo have to be high res? The photos look amazing, and that image does not get pixelated when it's enlarged. That's the question. Does it?
So yeah,
break down a little bit.
It is definitely important to have what we're doing is we're transferring your image or ours that you can find on our websites if you need the inspiration or if you need something. So we would do one of two things. Just like our Via Paggi line, we can take a high-res photo of your painting, or we can take your raw film and get that transferred over. So, but yeah, the image has to start out as a high res.
Okay, and you'd be able to tell us, what that resolution needs to
Totally.
be, like when we're ready to, when we're ready to make that happen. So
we do have a document that goes through the resolution size that we require and things like that. And then what we'll do is our pre-press will look at it and say, sorry, it needs to be a little bit higher to achieve what you're desiring. And we're really custom, so we would work with you very closely. We're not going to just like print something that's going to look really terrible and then hand it to you. We have actual physical eyes making sure that you get the most quality product.
Excellent. Lauren, is it fire rated?
Yes, it is. So this product is fire rated. So it's approved by the California fire ratings, which are the highest standards in the U.S. And so we can put this in, hotels, hospitals, that kind of thing.
Perfect. So do you have a showroom where we can come take a tour?
Of course. Yeah, beautiful showroom with all of our existing products, as well as many of our Chromolux products that we're highlighting here.
Perfect. And your showroom is in Phoenix, right?
It is. We're actually very centrally located on Broadway and approximately 40th Street. Okay,
awesome. So how do you get a proof of a print before it goes to final?
So your salesperson will send it to you.
Okay.
Via email, we'll send it to you on a PDF. And if you want to see, or we can, almost always for fine art, we produce a sample-sized actual physical sample that you can come in, or I can bring, or one of your sales reps can bring it to you just to show you so that you can approve everything.
Great. We're getting a lot of comments. This is really beautiful. Thank you so much. Really beautiful stuff. We are at 8:30, and so we should probably go ahead and turn everybody loose. But gosh, I just thank you all so much for joining us this morning. Christine, Lisa, Lauren, thank you very, very much for this fantastic presentation. Yes, Ms. Deb.
Please, please, please go in and check your Find an IP on the website. If you need directions on how to make sure that you get that done right, just send me an email. I'll resend you the PDF on how to go in, and be sure that you've got keywords, your phone, and your email.
Okay.
And your company name, because it's listed by your name. So you have to be sure to check all the boxes or you're invisible. Please let us help you. It's our job.
Okay.
Great reminder. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us for our first drive-through. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much.
And if anyone needs a copy of the flip book or anything, just reach out to Leanne. She can put you in touch with me, and if you don't have my contact information.
Terrific. Thanks so much, everyone.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
Thanks all.
Bye.
Bye.